Welcome to the Now I'm Ashley Jenkins.
I'm Ryan Haywood.
Two YouTubers are going up in Molotov cocktail flames thanks to a Counter-Strike gambling scandal that blew up on them over the weekend.
The allegations could lead to both felony charges and jail time. Boom! If you ever wanted to watch a social media meltdown unfold in real time, now is your chance.
The YouTubers in question are Trevor Tmartn Martin and Tom Syndicate Castle, a pair of content creators that have over 10 million subscribers between the two of them.
While they focus a lot on gaming and Let's Plays, a huge chunk of their content centers around streaming themselves, making valuable bets with CSGO skins on the website CSGO Lotto.
Now, it's been discovered that Tmartn and Syndicate have been promoting the site without disclosing their affiliation with it. Not only are they affiliated with it, they own it. They are the actual owners.
If you're wondering, it's actually super illegal that they're neglected to mention, any of that until this. Well, actually, they didn't even really want to mention it, did they? They kind of got outed.
Yes. For those who don't understand the ridiculous world of Counter-Strike Go Skins, you're not alone. You can win crates in game, which can then be opened by purchasing a $2.50 key from Valve.
Inside the crates are a variety of skins for guns and knives, and weirdly enough, these skins are in enough of a demand that they've been ascribed real-world value.
Not only can you trade or sell skins to other people, you can also go to third-party sites like CSGO Lotto and gamble them for chances to win a whole pool of even more valuable skins, which can then be sold for money elsewhere. So it's a very complicated economy, but welcome to the internet. We like to make stuff complicated and crazy. It's fun.
Hats. So Tmartn and Syndicate have allegedly been making videos of themselves winning big on a site that they own, then encouraging their viewers to go gamble with valuable skins there, and the house gets kind of a little take of every transaction.
And that's not even mentioning that we're talking about underage gambling here either.
Oh, oops. Yeah. This discovery is made by YouTuber Honor the Call, whose investigative work uncovered CSGO Lotto's articles of incorporation, which were originally filed by none other than Martin, and included the names of Martin and Cassell as the president and vice president of the company.
H3H3 Productions gave Honor the Call's video an enormous signal boost with their video Deception, Lies, and CSGO, which now has something like 3 million views in just a couple of days. So people care about this stuff.
They've noticed. In response to the allegations that Tmartn and Syndicate deliberately obscured this information from their viewers, Tmartn made a, now deleted, response video saying he's never hid the fact that they were affiliated with CSGO Lotto.
He also said he wouldn't be able to sleep at night if he'd ever knowingly deceived his fans and his viewers.
That explains the bloodshot eyes. H3H3
Wow.
H3H3 called him out after that by playing footage of the first time Tmartn introduced his fans to the CSGO Lotto, in which he said, "A friend has been hitting me up and we found this new site named CSGO Lotto. I've put a link down in the description, check it out. Anyway, we were betting on it today and I won $69 or something, so it was pretty small pot, but it was the coolest feeling ever."
I bet it was. I mean, come on, that sounds just like, hey guys, I own this new company, you should check it out, and you should definitely gamble stuff and give me some of the money, right?
The best part of the $69 was I got a cut on the back end.
The best part is the 69. I'm sorry, I'm an adult.
In an effort to soften the blow and appear to be on the up and up, Tmartn then began editing all of his CSGO Lotto videos, adding a disclaimer to each one of the descriptions. But the internet never forgets.
Worse than an elephant.
And a quick use of the Wayback Machine is enough to see that the disclaimers were never there in the first place.
And once all that broke, everything went into full-on meltdown mode for the pair. Tmartn has since made all of his CSGO Lotto videos private and even had to disable comments and ratings on the rest of his videos to keep them from getting completely bombed by people wanting answers.
Yeah, following the fan eruption, Redditors began digging through some of Martin's past content, unearthing a few pieces of evidence that may not look too good for him now.
Doing the lawyer's jobs for him. Good job, Reddit. First, there was a tweet pumping CSGO Lotto while also acknowledging the skins can be traded for money, indicating that he knew exactly what he was doing.
Right, and there was also another video, now removed, but rehosted by various YouTubers.
Of course it is.
Because it never forgets, showing a stream where Martin realized mid-broadcast that he was logged into CSGO Lotto as a bot/admin for the site, rather than himself.
The CSGO Lotto bot facilitates the transactions of skins and betting, so the video shows that Martin and Syndicate did have direct access to the back end, which means they could have potentially rigged bets in their favor on their videos. It's not proof by any stretch of the imagination, but it doesn't look good.
Now, this is actually the subject of one of Honor the Call's videos, which accused them of stacking the system in order to send more traffic to their site.
Once the pitting frenzy started, others began publicly distancing themselves from Martin, including Team Envyus, a professional CSGO and COD esports team, of which Martin owns a minority stake.
In a letter posted on their site, Envyus essentially threw him under the bus, saying, "Even though we had little use for Trevor's services, we have always honored his small ownership stake and equity. This held true even when our company has seen monumental growth and Trevor's contribution to the company has been very minimal or completely absent."
Well, I'm glad they went light on that one. God. Damn. As for what happens next from here, there's evidence this might not be one of those internet fiascos that just blows over after a couple of weeks. This one might last.
Famed video game attorney Ryan Morrison has been incredibly active on Twitter since this story broke, laying out just how big of a problem this could potentially be for Martin and Syndicate.
The other day, Morrison tweeted, "It's definitely illegal and definitely reported to the FTC."
That FTC stands for Federal Trade Commission, in case you're wondering, and their job is to protect consumers from shady and illegal business practices.
According to FTC law on endorsements, required disclosures must be clear and conspicuous.
It goes on to say that repeat disclosures are necessary for ongoing endorsements, and also states that if a disclosure is necessary to prevent an advertisement from being deceptive, unfair, or otherwise violative of a commission rule, and it is not possible to make the disclosure clearly and conspicuously, then that ad should not be disseminated.
Violation of these statutes could result in both felony charges and jail time for the pair. So, yeah, and that's not just a small penalty they could be facing. That's no slap on the wrist.
No, when you add this to the recent class action lawsuit against Valve from a couple weeks back.
For the same topic.
For the very same thing, yeah, we've officially got a big ugly spotlight on the Counter-Strike gambling scene. One that doesn't look too good for Valve.
Yeah, and it probably won't be going away anytime soon if some follow-up tweets from Morrison are any indication. The attorney also tweeted that, "I've been ranting against these criminal sites for months now. So happy to see everyone's same page. More sites are similar, coming soon."
Unfortunately for Valve and the CSGO scene, all of this is going down right before ESL 1 Cologne, one of the hugest events of the year for CSGO and esports in general. This is definitely not the conversation Valve wants happening right now.
No, all in all, it's not too surprising though, given the amount of money in the esports gambling industry in conjunction with a severe lack of regulation. Until we see meaningful movement on that part, this probably won't be the last instance like this we see. Already a number of YouTubers are coming out to disclose ties with CSGO gambling websites, all of a sudden hoping to avoid similar fates.
Oh wait, I forgot to mention, I actually own 7 of those. It's very, didn't mean to, yeah.
It's rough though. Like, honestly, the entire gambling thing is like way above me anyway. I find it very strange, but it's a big thing. And if you see other people getting in trouble for it, you want to make sure you're not on a sinking ship.
Unfortunately, it sounds so innocent when you're just trading skins. It's just something, that seems like it's not as much of an inherent value until you realize the back-end value of some of those skins actually comes with a lot of real-world currency issues at stake.
Right, well, the extra weird thing about it, too, is that, like, they almost don't have a real-world value, except that people ascribed them a real-world value. So, I mean, I can kind of see both sides of it, I guess. Like, it's gambling with money, but it is. I mean, Valve knows about the sites. All the sites have API access to be able to, to get in and do all that stuff. So,
well, that being said,
they could shut it down, but why would you want to? Because it gets more people into the ecosystem. But then underage gambling, that's a problem.
But just because that people are using that system as an exploit doesn't mean that Valve has necessarily set up a system that is inherently wrong. I mean, if you want to have your consumer base be able to trade skins at will, and you want to have scarcity to those skins, the back end that they've built is not inherently encouraging gambling. It's just that's human nature. We're going to take something and just going to leverage it to the way we want.
Totally works. But Valve is in a position where they could shut all that stuff down, and they haven't.
Well, but they'd have to shut down all the skin trading. How do you prevent people from selling them?
Yeah, they could shut down API access, maybe. Well, maybe.
How do you trade?
Okay.
That's why it's sticky.
It's all sticky. The whole thing's sticky.
Well, what do you guys think of the gambling scandal allegations against Tmartn and Syndicate? Let us know in the comments.
And for future CSGO meltdowns, of which I hope there are not too many, but you never know, there might be. There are a lot of gambling sites out there. Like this video and subscribe to the know.
Let's go buy some skins.
I'll buy a CSGO skin for me.
Ooh, bye.